Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I thought I'd just jump on quickly and show you one of the items I've bought from the holiday collections. We had a look at Tom Ford Soleil Neige the other day, and the Suku collection is now out, and I'm a real convert to Suku now, I have to say. I think particularly for more mature eyelids, Suku has a beautiful formula, and they're very easy to work with, and some beautiful colour combinations. I don't think I've even shown you the summer collection pieces that I bought, although I like them very much. I haven't actually used them that much. I don't quite know why. But that's another video, if at all. Summer's past. I was very taken with both the eye palettes that have been released for Suku. The other one is a more neutral pinky beige combination. Really, really pretty. There are some gorgeous swatches out there if you're interested. I was quite tempted, not least because I think the formulas, although they're different, are equal to Tom Ford. You do get less product, but these palettes are £50, which is a not insignificant sum. It's a lot of money, but it's a lot cheaper than Tom Ford's £74. As I say, you get more product, quite a lot more with Tom Ford, but you know, to be honest, I never get near using a whole Tom Ford palette. They just last and last and last. So I'm quite happy to go for less product at a more reasonable price point. Anyway, I'm trying to be sensible, and although the other palette was really beautiful, I thought it was very neutral, and this palette looked to me, it's not wildly out there, it's quite wearable, but a bit more kind of holiday colouring. So first of all, I should tell you what it is. Of course, I can't speak Japanese, so I'm hopeless with the pronunciation of what it is, but it's number 130. It's limited edition, obviously. Let's just cover the mirror up a bit, and I don't like that. Look at the colours and textures. This is why I thought it was quite holiday, because you've got a definite silver glitter and a gold. It looks like a satin. It looks like a kind of lighter gold top coat and a brown everyday matte. So for some reason, I think it's the silver and gold made me think holiday style. I haven't even swatched them. I have taken a photograph for Instagram. Let's hope it turns out. So beautiful. Now I say matte, but there's definitely a bit of a sheen there. This is what I love about Suku. They're such elegant textures. It's applying on the hand as pretty matte, to be honest. So that's a very usable mid-toned brown shade, even for people like me who are quite nervous of dark browns. Let's have a go with the gold, which looks like a, oh, yes, a very bright, vibrant, metallic gold. Yeah, there you go. Very in your face. Actually showing up brighter in real life than it is on my viewfinder. Not at all powdery or flaky. Just gorgeous consistency on the swatch. So, I mean, that's a real holiday colour, isn't it? I mean, by holiday, Christmas. Getting into the American phraseology here. Then there's the silver. You can see that's, again, very intense. Quite a blue silver. Again, totally metallic, almost foiled. So, you could have a little spot on the mobile lid to jazz up a day eye, but it's quite a party shade otherwise, I would venture to say. And then I think this is the top coat. Feels a lot grittier. Well, there's pretty good payoff there. That's super pretty. A kind of rosy gold foil, which I would say is predominantly a top coat, but it would also make your eyelids look kind of wet, which you might use as a kind of one and done. I don't know. I'll have to experiment with that. So I think that's a really pretty holiday Christmas palette. That you will have other things a bit like that in your store cupboard, maybe. I thought I would have more when I had a little look this morning. I have quite an old Dior palette called Golden Snow, which I'm pretty sure was a holiday edition. There you go with Golden Snow. Not really that similar. A much kind of darker grey rather than silver. The top coat is kind of white. The gold far less yellow. And then two kind of satiny, taupey colours. I think I was thinking of this because it definitely was a holiday palette, but it's playing with that colour palette in much more muted shades than the Suku. And then I thought I had kind of loads of Chanel ones. I don't think this is the one I'm thinking of. Code Elegant, which is not a holiday palette. You've got here a nice brown, which I do like this palette actually. It was one that kind of slipped by, slightly reddier brown, but not dissimilar. Most of the reviewers, I can't remember when it came out, last year I'm thinking. And you see there, that's a nice kind of burnished gold. It's definitely darker than the very yellowy one. It's a beautiful colour actually. And then another gold. That's a dead ringer actually. Isn't that interesting? It doesn't look as gold in the pan, but yeah, that's the same as the gold in the Suku, and not dissimilar texture actually, which is interesting. And then there's a much whiter than the kind of peachy shade, and certainly different from the silver. Pretty. Code Elegant, one of the unsung heroes of the Chanel releases, I think. Really pretty. It's very elegant and perhaps kind of suitable to ordinary day and kind of more holiday looks. So those were, I didn't go through my Tom Ford collection because there are so many. I'm quite sure I've got kind of similar. I'm pausing because I think the textures are so different with Tom Ford and Suku. But similar colours, obviously, although I can't off the top of my head think of that kind of yellow gold in a Tom Ford palette. But I can definitely think of the kind of top coaty colours. I'm sure scattered through various palettes, similar, but not in one, that's for sure. So I'm giving you all this rigmarole to justify why I've bought yet another eyeshadow palette when I've got so many. But I'm very pleased with 130 from Suku. And if you're looking for a nice festive for Christmas or party time palette and you haven't tried Suku, I will say the other thing about it, Suku is notoriously hard to get your hands on. The supply chain to Europe certainly has never been good. I've always purchased, I say always, usually purchased from Selfridges, who've stocked them for many a year. They are now, I think, stocked at Liberty, definitely on Cult Beauty as well, although Cult Beauty doesn't always get the special holiday editions or gets them very late. Harrods as well, I think, stocked them online. And I bought mine online from Selfridges about a week ago, and they're still both in stock, which is unusual for limited editions. So I don't know whether that means they've got a lot more of them, or people are just, not snapping up things as much. There have been a lot of Suku releases this year, many of which are still available. So what I'm saying is that unusually you can still get your hands on this one, and indeed the other Suku palette, at Selfridges at the moment. And of course they ship worldwide, although I dare say you have to pay tax and exorbitant postage. But if you're wanting to try a Suku palette, I think this would be quite a good one. So there we go for now. Let me know if you're still interested in seeing these summer Suku palettes. And I bought some nail varnishes actually that I didn't get round to showing you. Otherwise, I think I'm going to file them away, and I shall see you all again soon. Take care. Bye for now.